Watch this.
If I wasn't cheated on, if I wasn't divorced twice, I wouldn't have been the Sarah you invited to the podcast today. I would have been that broken girl, like that never knew anything. For you to be able to be brave, you had to be scared at a certain point. For you to be strong, you had to be weak. People are not born resilient, strong, and brave with a privileged life with no problems and issues. You find out these things about yourself when you go through hardship. I knew I was kind. I was compassionate. I knew I was patient. I knew I was a giver. I knew I was a light worker. I knew I was a lover. I knew I was a peacemaker. I didn't know that on my own. I never received an email from the skies telling me I'm like that. I learned that from the people that hurt me the most because they were my reflection, my mirror. And I saw myself. So I don't regret anything bad that happened to me. Nothing. Even the days where I was bankrupt and my business partner stole all my money, or the days my ex-husband cheated on me and left me alone, or the days I was abandoned. I love them. And if I had to thank each and every one of them, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for making me the person I am today. Because without pain, I would have never been here today.
If I can give anybody a solid piece of advice today, it's take God with you. When you walk into that meeting, don't just bring your confidence, bring your conviction. When you get onto that stage, don't just rely on your skill, you need to stand in your purpose. When you pitch that brilliant idea, don't just rely on your preparation, you need to trust the favor that walks within you. God is the definition of chivalry. He's a gentleman. He will never force his way in. He waits to be invited. And when God says yes, there is no man, there is no system, there is no circumstance that can say no. But us as very entitled human beings need to understand one thing. God moves in order. There's a line. So your confidence needs to be matched with your patience. Your ambition needs to be matched with your faith. So we need to all stop rushing what has already been set in motion. He put it in motion way before we existed. Delays are not denials. They are divine alignment. So walk boldly, trust the process, and leave space for his divine intervention. Take God with you.
At some point in life, you have to realize nobody is going to save you in life. Not one person is going to come with you. Not one person is going to be able to take you out of the misery that you're in unless you just surrender to the universe or surrender to God and recognize that sometimes it is just not in your control.
Being good at business is not the same as being good at making money. You can have the team, the followers, the office space, the perfect brand, and still feel like you're barely surviving. Because busy doesn't equal profitable. There are people running businesses every single day that look successful on the outside, but behind the scenes, they are drowning. Why? Because they're focused on building something that's impressive, not something that actually prints money. Millionaires don't ask, how does it look? They ask, is it working? They know success isn't about the hype. It's about the cash flow, client retention, margins, and the momentum. You're not broke because you're not working hard. You're broke because you're focusing on the surface, not the structure. You're working in the business, not on the business. You can have a stunning brand, amazing services, and still be undercharging, over-delivering, and emotionally burnt out. So ask yourself, are you building a business that's built to last, or are you just curating an image or a version of success that's quietly draining you?
You're gonna have to do what's best for you, even when it feels like shit. You have to understand that what you tolerate and allow in your life is what you will get. When someone shows you who they are, when someone shows you that they don't care, when someone manipulates you, when someone is back and forth with you, hot and cold with you, whatever the circumstances may be, walk away. Do what you have to do. And it's not going to feel good. It's going to hurt because there's a bond there. There's some sort of bond there. I understand. But you have to. You have to. You can't continue to let people walk and stomp all over your heart and make you feel badly about yourself because they are unhealed. You can't do it. It's not fair to you. It's not even fair to them. Take a stand for yourself. Even when it hurts to let go, take a stand for yourself.